Oh, this is Peter. This is a quick test from me. Dan, I see you're fine as ever.
Hey.
I don't think any of that is usable as a test.
Testing. No love, you're too intense.
Tense in my city.
He's too intense.
Who's intense?
I'm in a tent.
I'm intense.
Double dino to micro prepper.
Hey guys, welcome to BH Pod with PD.
You beat me to it. Welcome to BH Pod. This is the latest and greatest climbing podcast in the world
today.
The world today. My name's Peter Richards.
My name's Danko Henry Winterbear.
And we
Together
are your
we
two
make
average
Average
climbers.
Climbers.
Whoa, that's the first time we did that.
Sinking this.
How are you, Dan?
I am honest answer, amazing. Other honest answer, in so much pain.
What?
I'm in so much
What
pain.
was the first words you said then? Honest Santa.
Honest answer, yeah.
Honest Santa.
Yeah, honest answer.
Honest answer.
No, honest answer.
Oh, it said that so
I
weird.
said
Why
honest
did you say
answer. Amazing.
Yeah.
And then I said honest answer.
Yeah.
I'm broken.
Yeah. It would be amazing to be on Santa.
Yeah, all the time. I'm on him quite regular, thanks.
You're quite broken.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how are you doing?
I'm the same. I'm feeling defeated, feeling good, feeling broken.
Sexy,
Because
but
today
defeated.
we went outdoors.
No way. We never go
No,
outdoors
that's not like us at all. But
I don't even know where to start, what we've been up to and all
yeah.
that. Like, but
Should we start with an apology?
an apology, yeah, to Mick
Sorry,
Crosby.
Mick Crosby. We've not been on the game. We've been off the ball, off the rails. We've not been recording as much as we should be, and now, like...
Now we say it out loud, it makes me feel very guilty. Really guilty.
God damn.
God damn, I love
so-
that Mick Crosby. He's so tasty.
I'm so sorry, Mick. But yeah, we've not been recording. We've been doing loads of adventures, and then honestly, it's been weird times, and we've just not really got down to it.
No,
We-
shift patterns, boring stuff, then adventures.
COVID and-
No, fuck COVID, it means nothing.
Does it not?
Adventure. It's
Yeah.
just a 5-letter word, two numbers and hyphen.
COVID.
COVID, gonna get
COVID.
you.
Oh, we've released a new song, isn't
Yeah,
it?
COVID gonna
COVID
get
gonna
you.
get you.
Yeah, got me.
COVID gonna get ya. It's gonna get ya. COVID gonna get ya.
Mick
You better
Crosby
run away.
gonna
COVID
get ya.
gonna get ya.
And
Yeah. So where should we start actually with our adventures? Shall we do a quick rundown of?
so, like, the things that most part people, friends know because it's all over Instagram.
Yeah.
But, like, the big hitters, St. Bees.
St. Bees. We went camping in the lakes for 2 days.
Hit Carrickfell.
Carrickfell and St. Bees. St. Bees is an amazing venue of
Please go.
like oceanside
Big
boulders
boy.
on these massive sandstone cliffs. It's just an
It's
amazing
magical.
venue. Check out my Instagram. I've got loads of photos there.
Check
At
out my
Pete
Instagram to
underscore
see
Rick.
Pete's photos. It's
Yeah.
also really good.
That's so funny.
I'm so talented.
And then what else have we done? We did Stony Milton Dino Mission last week.
God.
So me and Dan we figured out that it's been a long time since me and Dan back
Solo
in the
mission
day
or solo?
we used to do not solo
Duo?
missions but duo. It used to be me and you. We'd meet up at the hangar and we'd go mad at the hangar and destroy ourselves. We never went outdoors loads by ourselves really because
We weren't that well versed.
no, but
And now we are.
we are now, and it's even on our big trips out with like the Scamps and other people, we don't actually end up climbing together that much, and then whenever we do, we have a boss time like working stuff out,
We
and
realise we're friends
realize
again.
all
We
the
have a podcast.
yeah, everything just comes back.
You have hair.
But, yeah, you
I don't,
have hair.
It's always that.
Yeah, it always comes back down. You always bring it back down to that.
No, I don't. Everyone else does. So I can't.
No one else brings up your hair, Dan. It's always you.
I can't even remember the things we've done.
Stop looking at my hair.
I think it's because I'm so broken. I can't remember what we've done.
Yeah, so Stony Middleton, St. Bees, Pecs a lot.
I don't know what
Have
we've
we been
done.
to... You look panicked.
What don't you get about this, Pete?
I've got my little climbing journal. Shall I go get it?
Nah, it's
Nah,
not
it's
that
not
important.
boring.
Basically, we've
It's not
done
that-
loads, like fucking loads, and we're sorry that we've not done anything about it.
Yeah, because we could have recorded some quite cool podcasts
Because
about
we
some of the
saw
stuff.
cool things, funny things happen, some boring things happen.
Boring things happened.
We saw the Milky Way.
Oh
together.
yeah!
That
Oh
was
my god!
cute.
So on St. Bees, the evening on St. Bees, we all camped together in a field and just had a few drinks and looked up at the sky and like what night was it? You could see like the belt of the Milky Way or something, and I saw like 5
You
shooting
just
stars.
did
that
rings
way.
with your hands then.
Rings because it's a belt, man. You know, circles. We're all together. in
God,
this.
I hate you.
But I saw like 5 of the biggest shooting stars I've ever seen.
that's cool,
that was the
man.
highlight of my life, maybe.
Life, that was a highlight of your life for me as well.
What was so quickly? Let's run through it then. St. Bees. What was your favourite climb?
Oh, Fisherman's Dino.
Fisherman's Dino. Oh yeah.
So cute.
Look at this. Both of our Instagrams for the little stories of that. It was really nice. That.
I got battered there. Like, tried this thing, and I need to learn how to campus.
Yeah. So Dan's got this new strategy that we've mentioned today. So it's worked. It's worked for him once.
Twice at least.
Twice maybe. Okay. So what do you want to indulge people? What's your strategy?
Most people say you got to warm up into a crag. I say no, you don't. I say you just limber up a little bit, then do your project, and it gets done.
So Dan's new thing is to research a crag the night before incessantly, like telling everyone about all the climbs. This is what we're gonna get. I'm gonna get this. It's very intense. Then we turn up at the crag. We go straight to the big climb, and then Dan
Now, warm
does
up on
it.
a slab.
Yeah, V1 slab. V2.
And I think we did a V3.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, either way, you throw. I'm thinking about.
Crackcliff.
Cliff, where you
Razor
did
Roof.
Razor Roof, 60 climb, but hard for the grade, very sort of
Well, I found it easy.
Fuck off, Dan. And he just smashed it, and he's done that a few times where he's just turned up with a drive, but then it's also backfired 2 times now as well. Has it? It backfired badly at St. Bees.
Really bad, 'cause it took so much
So
skill.
you had a 7A in mind that you wanted to go and smash, and maybe your second climb went to it. And our first climb, bear in mind, was a 6C arete.
Oh, we take that pretty quick.
So but we didn't really warm up at
Did
all.
warm up?
We didn't warm up at all. And then and this, so people know this. The climb that Dan wanted to do was a dyno from a mono, genuinely. So this really crap mono. So your middle finger's in that.
Don't say it was crap. It was great.
Okay, it was okay, but it was shallow
Shallow.
mono, and you have to jump up and catch like a decent lip, but it's quite high, and it's on a weird sea cliff place.
It's
and
amazing, and I just lost a lot of skin. And
Yeah.
then I should have got it on this. Blah blah blah. Anyway, St. Bees was amazing, and I learned
Yeah.
that what you need to do is just turn up, do it.
No, you've not learned anything,
I
Dan.
learned it.
Oh,
And
one
take
day
your
you'll
fingers.
learn. Take your fingers. So I've learned that warming up's important.
What's your favourite climb?
Favourite climb of St. Bede's was so hard. There's so many really great ones. I'd say Chippers Wall.
I could have said it for you.
Yeah, Chippers Wall, the little diner that you and Ben got last year, and so this time last year you and Ben got your
Yeah.
first 7A,
On
and
that.
I had the whole thing of they had a 7A, and if I was with them, I probably would have got a 7A too.
You definitely would
But-
have improved it.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, whatever. And then I had my own little thing about getting a 7A back in the day, and then I got it and everything. But going back and getting that and kind of making like work of it felt really nice.
It's not.
It's not that hard.
It's sharp, man.
It's sharp.
And we did it near the end of the day.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold it. I held it twice and dropped off it, and I didn't want to hold it again.
The mantle, it doesn't give it you, the mantle at the end. But what was really nice is as soon as I grabbed it, I was like, I know I've got this. Like, the mantle isn't a thing anymore. And there's been actually,
I did that a year ago when mantling was a thing.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
yeah, man,
I figured it out,
mantling,
but
for us, mantling has come a long way. We're not that bad at mantling
Tommy
anymore.
can't mantle. but
Tommy
Pete
can't
and Dan
mantle.
can.
But Pete and Dan can mantle really well. But who was it that we were with? Really
Mine.
strong climbers. No, it wasn't mine. We were with really strong climbers, and they couldn't mantle. And they were smashing the actual climbing bit, and then the mantle was like the sketchiest moment, watching them mantle. And we both said, it sort of shows, I think it was indoor climbers that came outdoors with us once.
I have no idea who you're talking
We've
about.
talked about this recently, but it
Oh,
doesn't
we've got
matter.
just no idea who they are. Yeah, but it's quite common though, isn't it?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't top out indoors.
Yeah, you
So
don't.
We've
So
topped out on, I don't know, hundreds of boulders
Yeah.
problems. Like, it's quite a skill. Some boulder problems are so easy, like walking out with them.
yeah,
Some of them are insane.
yeah, really,
Some of the
really
things I've
scary.
topped out on have been so horrible.
Yeah.
There's a problem I was looking at. So I went to Pigeons Cove the day with Becky.
Oh yeah.
And there's an arete there that looks, I think it's called like Tomahawk, Lincoln Hawk, something like that.
Okay,
It
that's so cool.
looks impressive. The top out looks so spicy.
Really.
And the arete in of itself looks hard, and then the top out, and then there's another one, Fossil Arete, same deal, where it's like,
Just
top out is like, it's not
super
done.
spicy.
So
You did yourself in at Pigeons Cove, didn't you? What did you
Oh.
do? Do you want to tell the people?
Pigeons Cove, I was having a good day. It was a bit wet and just kept falling over, and I was like, had one of those days where everything's going wrong, and you don't know it is until all the things sequence into one. So every bit of rock I just fell over, and I was like, oh yeah, I can laugh about that. And then I was getting grumpy because I kept falling over. And then we did a climb, and I banged my head, which was that thing there. That
Yeah, it's been there for a little while
big
now.
dink on my head, and that bled quite a lot. And that was the first, like, second climb of the day, something like that.
Oh my god.
Then I'm getting another climb, bang my head on that side, and there's more blood coming out. And I'm just thinking, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
And then just little things are happening. I fall over again because there's seaweed out. I'm trying to set up a little camera to film this highball thing.
Yeah.
And I just slipped and fell on my arse and got a really wet bum. And like I laughed about that. Then we go over to this to finish on this slab. It's quite high.
Yeah.
And it was so sharp. It was only like 5C.
Okay.
It was the sharpest thing I've ever climbed on.
Really?
And then I dropped the last move. So you're like, I don't
How
know,
high was it?
3 meters, nothing too high, but
Okay.
the pads are on like a wet platform,
Yeah.
wettish. There's like seaweed on it.
So is the bouldering down? So you're on the road of the Great Orme. Is the bouldering down
Yeah, on the beach.
on the beachfront? Oh.
So some of the bouldering's on like there's a platform ledge, like St. Bees. Type
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
rocky
yeah.
plat-
Or
and then
like
some of
Feather
it's- And then some of it's like Feather type thing. And
Yeah.
then you'll see boulder, and then some of it's like big pebble beach boulders, but it's like big,
Oh, wow.
big rocks. So if you fall, you're falling over.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
don't land it on lovely small,
And it's all, I'm guessing it's all tidal as well.
all tidal.
Yeah,
So it's
so it's
all
wet all
It
the
was
time
a
and
bit wet, and so basically the pad's on that, and I fall from that straight into the pad. The pad just goes with the wet, slips aside, and I landed just on my hip on solid rock.
Oh my god.
And as innocuous as it would sound,
Yeah.
it was so painful, and I felt this like shock through my whole. And the bruise I got was so pathetic.
No, you
I
say
was-
it's pathetic, man. I've not had a bruise like that in years.
Like since you were a kid,
Yeah, yeah. It's a savage
it
bruise,
was
man.
so painful.
But
then
I get that you want more for it. Like
I
you
wanted
keep saying,
more. I
you
wanted
want
more
like a
bang for my
massive
buck
bruise.
off it. I wanted this big bruise to show to people. Go, look, I fell like from 3 meters onto rock on the bone in the hip.
Jeez.
It was like a thud. It was just
Yeah.
like thud.
I don't know whether I noticed today that you were conscious of the pad slipping out on the climb that Al was doing. You know, when he
Yeah.
started going high ball. And I had a thought, like, I wonder if this is because he's literally just slipped out quite recently.
Yeah.
Like, realised that pads do slip.
So today you watched while we were climbing. Not everyone was conscious of the pad placement, and then you have a slip on a pad and you think,
Yeah.
I'm a
shit.
bit more conscious of pad placement because you're not going to break anything, but you're going to get a gnarly injury.
Yeah, you really are,
So
man.
I just bruised my hip, and then I tried to get in a 5A arete, just couldn't get on it, and I'm like, oh, fuck you all. Fuck all of you. So then
Oh
me and
my
Becky like, let's just go for a swim. A
That's so
lovely
gnarly.
swim, and the seal's there, and there's a seal, and I'm going, hello, seal.
Hello,
And the seal's waving back, and I'm going, look, I'll swim.
Hey, Daniel, I'm the seal.
And he
I'm
welcomed-
Landudno seal.
He
Come
invited
talk
us
to me,
in
Daniel.
to the sea.
Did you? How far did you go into the sea?
Miles.
Really far.
He took
Come
us
with me. I'll
deep
teach
down.
you. Dan.
So then we've just said bye to Mr. Seal, and we just stood on the bay,
Did you guys have anything?
like LSD.
Yeah, sounds
yeah.
like you guys had LSD.
Yeah,
you got
no,
through with
LSD.
the magical seal.
Magical seal. No, seals are just magical.
They are just
Yeah,
magical.
And,
What?
So just,
Have you taught this man on me?
oh, horrendous. So we're just on the beach having a
Yeah.
lovely time, and then this fucking what looks like tiny waves are coming, and they just kind of knock you a bit, and you're laughing, and then it just knocks me over, and I don't
I
think
can
anything
just
of
imagine
it.
it.
Becky's not getting knocked over. And I'm like, is it just me?
Yeah,
I'm
it's
getting
just
tossed
you,
around
Dan.
in the-
on tiny little waves,
tiny
and
little
you're getting
waves.
thrown around loads.
And then we just walk. Well, we should have a beer. Maybe one beer each. We'll sit on the side,
Oh, God.
chill, watch the
So
And
the
then-
real sad story is in reality, you guys have taken LSD and you're just drinking loads and you're walking around this weird beach and just getting thrown around talking to seals.
But there's adults everywhere and children. And then, but we just walk up and Becky just pointed to the floor and goes, is that blood? And I looked down and I was like, yeah, that is blood. It's like, is that yours? And she's like, no, because it's so cold from the
Yeah.
water.
Oh my god, I forgot this injury!
I stood on a massive fucking rock and it went like, it took a
I
huge
can't believe I
chunk
forgot
out of my
about
heel.
that. Yeah.
And it went like, I'm going to say it went about half a centimetre.
You've got the gnarliest thing on your heel right now.
Yeah.
It's like this big deep cut. Oh, I forgot about that.
So there's genuinely like
I'm so glad you said
blood
that.
out the sea up to where we were sat. This is the clumsiest day of my life.
Oh my
It
god.
didn't get any worse now, but definitely trying to get out of that place.
Yeah, yeah.
So I climb out. So you've got to climb up a big rope to get onto the side.
Really?
I left stuff on the beach.
Did you?
Luckily Becky was brave enough to go back down to get it for me because I'm hobbling around with it.
Oh my god. That
I
sounds
was
like
in-
such an adventure.
Then we had the best fish and chips I've had in years. So
Oh, really?
I
Just
just
mahoosive.
didn't give a shit. And Becky said she'd drive home, so I had another
Oh.
beer. I just cried into the sunset.
Oh, that sounds beautiful, man.
Introduced Becky to Pillbox and just
Ah.
showed her what it all meant.
That was an adventure for me. I felt like I'd been on. So when you told me this story, it didn't have as much oomph as it just had
Yeah,
then.
it's because the seal wasn't as magical. as I
Yeah,
told
it was
you
the
this time.
seal.
He's
I
so
really
magical.
empathise with the seal. man.
Empathise with him.
Yeah.
Because he saw me go through
Yeah.
that. He must have been
Yeah,
like, I hate these landlubbers, man.
If he was just if he had flippers like me, he would have been able to.
I ain't give you no damn tree titty.
What?
Exactly.
Tree-
Mick Crosby knows what I'm
Tree
on about.
titty?
I ain't give you no damn tree titty.
Tree titty.
Okay,
Okay,
I saw
well,
Loch Ness Monster and he came on. I ain't
should we
give-
talk about what we
I ain't
did
give
today
you
a
no
little
damn
bit?
tree titty. Where have you been today, Pete?
We went to
Mould.
Mould. I've never been to Mould before. I've always
Really?
passed Mould on the way to Wales, but never been. Never been. We went to Pantomimwin, Devil's Gorge, big sport climbing there, but we didn't do any of the scary sport climbing. It's
That's
too
for
big. It's too
pussies.
scary.
Got a rope. I like to climb a metre off the ground.
Yeah, we did some really hard cave
Oh
climbing.
my god.
It was really hard.
I'm so broken.
Yeah, really broken. I did. How many climbs did I did today?
You did.
3?
Yeah.
2?
No. You actually did 4.
Did I?
You actually did 1, 2, 3, maybe 5. Like
Okay.
genuine, like actual climbs.
It felt like I did none.
Yeah, I'm trying to make this super optimistic here.
Yeah.
But genuinely, according to the book, you
Okay.
did about 4 or 5
Well,
climbs.
95%
Does not feel like that,
of our day was projecting a 7A climb called Singed Possum. It has a really cool low traverse section, and then you sort of go back on yourself, and it's all cavey, it's all hard, it's limestone, it's very just intense, thuggy. I find it intense on my fingers. I don't know if you do, man. Really, it cuts up your fingers
It
in
took
such
lot
a
of
weird
skin off
way.
me, but not my tips.
Yeah,
So
no,
I'm
no, no.
fine with that.
Gritstone is like tips.
Yeah.
This, I feel like my finger joints feel really. It's just tough rock, man.
I'm not trying to be too. I'm just flicking through.
Yeah.
Just for my understanding to see how long ago it was when I went.
When you went last.
The last time I went to Pantomimwin was September last year.
Oh, okay. Wow. So almost a year ago.
Almost a year ago.
Wow.
And like it made. So that's when I did Singe Possum.
A year ago you did
Yeah.
Singe Possum. Wow, man.
So,
So I didn't get it today, but I've done all the moves. Super gassed out. Just so.
it's
Just
so thuggy.
really,
So
really
I
hard.
did. So Singe Possum's got a low level traverse at the back of it, which is quite low grade.
Yeah.
And that's like a thing. That's a thing.
Oh, okay.
That's a thing.
All right, fair play.
And then
I did
so
that thing.
and then we did the other bit, which is Embers, the stand to it, or the
Yeah.
slightly lower start to finish that.
Oh.
So Embers is the 6C.
So I've done Embers.
You did Embers today,
Oh.
That's the 6C. so
Okay.
you can be happy with that.
Yeah.
And then you just got to connect that to get the 7A Singe
Right.
Possum. And then I was trying some other bits, so I was trying Firestarter again, which I was definitely. Last time,
Yeah.
couldn't quite do the end,
Okay.
which this time I found it easy. But I could start it, and this time I just couldn't start it.
Oh wow. So it's
Um,
just, you know what made me realise it's a whole different world that we've not been training in.
For nothing.
This cave climbing world, I spend very little time upside down.
So the only so I remember going to cave with Owen Paracellas,
Yeah.
and he was saying to me, "You've got to be like happy with progress. Might be an inch or an extra hold."
Rare.
Yeah, and to be
It's
honest,
so
this
true,
is where
man.
the big boys are at, man.
It's very
That's
true.
projecting stuff,
It's WOD stuff, isn't it?
and the wads.
So
are,
really, what we did today was phenomenal stuff because
You did a lot.
I worked out a full fucking climb, even though I didn't get it.
you did 2 6Bs,
Yeah.
nothing to be like a heel or whatever it is. It's quite easy, and
Yeah.
under the
Bridge?
Under the gate, under the
Under the
bridge is
gate.
dead R. That's 7B.
Oh, okay.
Under the gate is 6B.
Yeah.
But,
Anyway, lessons learned today.
Good day.
Good day, really,
company.
really good day. Yeah.
We met the nicest Welsh lads.
Well, rough Welsh lads.
Who just like used to climb and just wanted to watch us climb for a bit and
Yeah.
give a bit of banter.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It's really
just
nice.
imagine 3 quite, tough looking lads walking
Yeah.
up to for the Bichon Friche, whatever you call them. And,
Is that the dog?
The frizzy one called
yeah,
Alfie,
yeah.
who was
So
boss.
cute, man. Such
But they
a
were just
lucky
like
dog.
reminiscing over climbing.
Yeah, it was really nice.
And they did the talk.
Not what you'd expect from that interaction. I was expecting
So
it.
funny.
I was expecting a bit like, yeah,
What are yous doing here, you knobheads?
Yeah, but they were really down to
miss
earth.
climbing.
Yeah.
Show us how you climb.
Yeah,
And we're like, I wish
taking a mick out of us.
I
a
wish
bit.
you'd come an hour ago when Owen was here who could actually climb.
Yeah, yeah. Owen would have impressed.
But man, today it's nice to you witness someone like Owen there who's just like bish bash bosh,
yeah, gets
and
it
who's
done.
just ticking climb after climb, and he wants to show you how to make your climb better.
Yeah, Owen's gone super support mode. I really feel like he's
Nice, isn't
invested in me. Like, it's super nice to feel.
He's only investing in you to get to me though.
Yeah, I know he's
Yeah.
a perv, man.
I can't stop it. I can't turn it off. These older dudes just
You
really
can't-
want a bit, man.
I know. They really want your energy. Whatever you're giving out, man, they want a piece. You've got Andy, you've got Owen. I've seen them in the hangar, the other ones. You've got another Andy in the hangar who wants a piece of you.
Oh yeah,
got-
Farnell, you want it, boy.
I'm going to give it you, boy. You want this. Man, there's something about you
Like
there.
it.
These old men, they really
old
want
man. They want to relive things through me.
Yeah. That's horrible.
Clammy.
You in my head.
Topic of the
Oh,
week.
sweaty.
This is the topic of the week.
Why are your hands so sweaty? I don't know, Daniel.
When I'm around you, my hands get sweaty. They get so clammy, it's all about you. I like your face.
Oh, your
I like your legs.
intentions.
So
Stop
sweaty.
screwing me with your Oh,
Sweaty.
That is horrible.
Sweaty hair.
Why are your hands so sweaty?
Topics.
You nervous, boy?
so nervous, man.
Do you know why you're nervous? Because the topic of the
is
week,
about
pressure.
under pressure, man.
So I just came downstairs to you then and said, topic of the week, how do you feel about it being pressure? And you were like, yeah. And then we didn't say anything else about it. We've not talked about it. I don't know where we're going with this. I just have a question that I want to ask you about pressure. And it's, do you
Like,
feel the pressure now that you're a sponsored climber?
yeah, massively.
Do you? Has it changed things for you?
Yeah, I've got a. Yeah, it's such a big deal being a sponsored climber. I don't think anyone truly understands that. All I think about is I can't let Mick Crosby down.
Yeah. Well, I would be as well if I was sponsored
By Mick Crosby.
by Mick Crosby. Yeah, you're a sponsored climber now, and it is a big deal. And you've been walking around like it's a big deal, which I don't blame you for, because it's a big deal, and people
So
need
think
to know
about
it's a
how
big
hard
deal.
it was for me there at Pantomime today. Like,
Yeah,
I'm a sponsored climber, motherfucker.
you're a sponsored climber, and you're like making moves, but you're not sending anything new.
And there's this big drive to get me sponsored by Hummel. And you know what? It will be a big deal when they sponsor me.
What?
But the Mick Crosby deal is much bigger.
Oh, it's so much bigger.
It's
Yeah.
so much more than anyone can offer me.
Yeah,
So yeah, I am feeling quite a bit more pressure
yeah.
since the.
And it's a good conversation to have, because you hear about these. What's the little Japanese girl's name?
You're so weird.
No, you know the climber, the really good one.
Fucking hell. Let's go have a guess at a name. Go on.
Akira.
that's probably racist. isn't it?
Akira.
What do you want to say?
I'm saying that she's a sponsored climber now.
Yeah.
And I watched a Real Rock recently where they were talking about her feeling the pressure because and not enjoying
No,
it.
she's not. This is different pressure. This is Mick Crosby. Fuck Evolve or Scarpa.
Or her coach.
Hermes delivery service.
Yeah.
This is Mick.
All right, Dan. I get it. You're a big deal now. You don't like the conversation being changed. But I was just talking about climbers in general. These climbers that get sponsored, get a big name, become famous, and then they stop losing the love for climbing. And I'll be honest, I can sense it with you because the pressure gets to them. They're not sending the big things anymore. They're not on the cutting edge of the climbing scene. And I'm just worried that that's what is going to happen to you, man.
Don't worry, brother. I'm going to drag us through this kicking and screaming.
Yeah. So, do you feel any other pressures?
Yeah,
This is more of a serious
So
question.
as soon as you said it, I was thinking, The biggest pressure, oh, well, one of the pressures we have is us together as an entity.
Okay.
Because we have a thing, a brotherly friendship, a thing where it's like, I've got to destroy him.
Okay. Oh, right. That's a pressure.
No,
yeah.
and
a competitive pressure.
It pops out in both of us every now and then in a good way. Is it sustainable? Probably. I don't fucking know. But like we have a thing. So
I think it's sustainable as long as we are similar levels.
And fun with it.
Fun with it.
So part of that though is that you got to remember, man, is that you are quite significantly younger. So it's not inevitable, but it is.
What?
Either like I have to sustain something so much more drastic than you.
Yeah, that's true.
Legitimately.
So me and Tom had started off as a funny conversation, but then it ended up with me coming out of it a little bit. A little bit enlightened, because we were talking about me and you. Yeah. We were driving somewhere, and he was like, "Pete, you got to remember, Dan's 10 years older than you." So because I was like, Dan's like smashing all these 7As at the minute, and like he's like. You are at the minute a far better climber than me as a I wouldn't say far better, but
I'm not
technique wise and
I've
stuff.
Just been more.
Yeah, you've done more, I guess. Anyway, and he was like, and we were talking about a specific project that I couldn't get, and you've already done. Anyway, and it was Pex Dino. It was Pex Dino, and I was like, and he's like, Peter, you have 10 years to do Pex Dino, and you would have done it at the same age Dan has done it
for sure.
So don't.
I've had this conversation with Becky about me and you talking about this type of pressure.
Okay, yeah.
Where it's genuinely like, man.
But I don't see it at all, because you are so good at hiding. Well, you don't, not even hiding it, but you never bring it up that there's an age difference between us. But I also never sense it.
Yeah.
Because you're so full of energy. If anything, I feel like I have less energy than you in the crags. Stuff.
No.
You always push. You climb far more.
Your energy goes 7 days a week. Mine is probably maybe 4.
Right.
So you're like on a daily basis. I exercise, but your exercise is hugely different.
Yeah, I get that maybe, but in crags, man.
In crags,
I feel like I'm the guy that's ready to call it before you are.
Yeah, I'm quite manic with the crag, and I've always got more because I'm working towards the idea that there's always something left in you. Yeah. Like today, we went and did the 6B thing, and I knew that was left in everybody, and I'm glad we did it, because it was I know that exists.
Like, for me, honestly, I was ready to call it. Yeah. You saw it in me as well. I put my shoes on after trying that thing. I'm so glad I have you, because you always push me onto those.
You need to know that there's something left in the tank.
Yeah.
It may not be your limit, but there's something left in the tank.
I love that mentality as well. It's like, I think I've probably said it on the podcast before, but it always... Your attitude to that reminds me of The Rock.
The Rock.
One of his quotes is always be the hardest worker in the room, no matter what room you're in, whether it's the gym, whether it's at work, always be the hardest worker. And I honestly look at you and always think that, because you always are. Like, you're always you'll go and do the next one. And that's why I never think the age thing is a thing.
Yeah.
But you've got pops for days. You jump harder and higher than me. Yeah. You run faster than me. It's like... I don't know. I just never even think of it.
So you got to remember those. Like I love hanging around with our group, because I'm quite a bit older than the group in general. Yeah. We've got Al and Ben, who are more in my realms, and a couple of characters who are around. But ultimately, and I feel young around everybody. I don't have anything. There's no qualms about my age.
Yeah.
But like I have a little bit of pressure that I deal with well. It doesn't bother me, where it's like, it's me and Al talked about it in the way then, because Al's same age as me, that we were climbing with today, and it's like, McLeod, like the Scottish climber, these characters are in the 40s, and they're not my idols at all, because some of them are really dull, but climbing wise, like, it's inspirational.
Yeah.
They're not going to be motivational speakers at my fucking bar mitzvah or something, but...
You're Jewish?
Yeah, and a late bloomer, and but I do have this thing, and I've got no like ticking time bomb. But in my mind, no matter what, I'm only human. Yeah. And 40 is a milestone, a big one, and that's in 5 years. So in 5 years' time, it's like I'm going to be ready to be 40, because then that means I need. Me and Al were talking between. He's much more articulate in it. Subconscious memory versus muscle memory, and the likelihood that most of it's actually subconscious memory. Like muscle memory is not necessarily a thing as such. It's just your whole body. It's an entity. my body's got to be ready for that
Right.
in a big
So you're
way.
seeing this as training
Yeah.
currently, so that you can climb into
Yeah.
your 60s.
So I do have this pressure thing for grades because there is
Right.
a measure, but it's only when you start to climb a lot. Like, I think we're both learning.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
don't
yeah.
mean that much.
No.
But they're a really nice pat on the back to say, like, you're in this realm of
Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah, it is, and it's just a reward, isn't it? It's like anything.
Yeah.
Like I don't like it when people like there's the ethic out there where people are like not completely not asked about grades, and you can tell they are a little bit, and it's almost their way of dealing with defeat, kind of. But you look at any sport or any martial art has belt system.
For a reason.
Everything, there's badges. There's any sport has these
Accolades,
yeah.
a milestone,
Exactly,
or
and you need it to measure, and that's what you get out of it.
yeah.
So I'm all for sometimes getting bogged down in the grades and really pushing for stuff.
But it doesn't happen often because
No.
90% of the time, our gang is about
Yeah, you got to balance it
climb everything.
with your volume, with you just climbing everything, with just having fun outdoors,
Yeah.
and that's when
Do you feel much pressure?
No, all of it's probably self-made pressure. I feel pressure recently as I've been getting more into my photography to take photos and balancing.
It's pretty healthy.
It's healthy,
Yeah.
but balancing the pulling hard and photography is something that is weird.
I really want to. I've seen it. And I
Yeah.
like it. It's good.
It's good.
It's a good thing. I want to pick up your camera more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I love that
wanna-
whenever I turn around, you pick. Other than if I go to pick up my camera and you've got it in your hand, I'm like, damn, he's got my camera.
Get off my camera, you slut!
But no, I love seeing that you like just grab my camera. But yeah, that's a little bit of a pressure, and then also the people. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I feel pressure like on when you were doing Lose Leap, and I was like, should I take photos of him or not? Because Lose Leap is what is it, like a 8 meter, 7 meter high ball. Actually, yeah, it's pretty
Really
high.
high, man.
It's pretty fucking high, and I'm like at the top of it, and I want to get a photo of Dan just crested over the top. But I'm like, do I want to be in my friend's face as he's like topping out on this massive thing, when like it's a new thing for us both. It's not like with these like wads that it's nothing to. Like doing highball shit is real. So in that way, I don't know.
Do you feel anything with the climbing?
No, I think I'm pretty healthy with it currently. What's really helped me is that I'm still doing it. Like it's been maybe 4 weeks now of journaling, like climbing journaling. So after each crag, I'll just write down the positive things, and then if there is a negative thing, I'll assign like a positive attribute to it. So it'll be like, well, I did make good progress on it, or I had good head gain with it, and next time when my fingers aren't fucked, or next time when I'm rested, I'll get it, sort of stuff. And that actually has been a bit of a game changer, because I have these battles when I lose shit, and if you have a few losses in a row, it can very easily change the tide of your momentum with climbing.
But
Do you know what I mean?
But then I kind of feel just carry the momentum
Yeah.
because it's maniacal, and I know that.
Yeah.
So St. Bees, my arse was pretty much handed to me
Yeah.
quite early on.
Yeah.
Shit happened. Carrick fell. Arse
Yeah.
was pretty much handed to me.
Yeah.
Did a bunch of I basically did a bunch of sixes, and I'm happy with that. But then I can't remember where I went next.
Yeah.
I just genuinely don't.
Oh, you went Carrot Fell, and then was it not just Pecs, Pigeon Cove, and then Stoney. That moment was amazing.
We just crushed.
So me and Dan went with the idea of we wanted to do it for a while, just go on a dyno mission, so go dyno mad. So we warmed up, then we blasted out this 6C dyno, and then what we went for was this Curton dyno, 7A plus dyno, and it was a really cool moment because we first pulled on it, felt impossible, worked out the feet, suddenly felt possible, maybe half an hour of jumping mad, with both of us grabbing it, and with great music on, and then it just went, and then you got it, and straight away off the psych I got it, and it was just...
See, that's the bit, it's like there's a pressure between us,
Yeah.
but I think it is healthy now. And as long as that's healthy,
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
friendly.
Yeah.
I think there might be. Is there a pressure to send? Not really.
No, I think
I like it. Of course, I fucking like it.
Yeah.
It's part of the process, isn't it? I like the climb as much as like the send, but ultimately, of course, I want to fucking finish it.
Yeah.
It feels boss.
Yeah.
It's an adrenaline spike. You get to the top of a boulder or something, or whatever you've completed it, and it's like,
Yeah.
it took its soul.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I think I'm pretty pressure free, honestly. I'll have to. It's something I want to think maybe a bit more deeply on. But no, yeah. Meh.
I think there's no pressure.
No?
There's no pressure for us to achieve.
Not currently. It's all just, you sort of put it on yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Which, I think because you put it on yourself, it's easier to also not let it bog you down. Because you're just like, well, I'll get it next time.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. They're there forever. Like, me and Becky were back indoors, and
It's all changed for you now, though. Sponsor Climber, man.
Yeah, there is pressure, isn't
Like,
there?
there's genuine pressure now, man.
He watches everything, man. He's like Santa.
He'll know. He's like Santa.
He watches me when I sleep, and I like it, boys.
He'll drop you as a sponsor, man, if you're not pushing the grades.
Mick Crosby, don't drop me.
All right, well, should we leave it there?
Wrap up.
That was an awesome little... if you want to follow us on Instagram, follow us at BHPod. Follow me at Pete_Rick.
Follow me at Danco Winterbear. Follow Dino Club at Dino Club. That's something we need to address. The indoor scene is back.
The indoor scene is back. So Dino Club is very heavily indoors.
Shouldn't be.
It shouldn't
bitches.
be. But
Stone
it just
Monkey
is.
Dino.
I need to go back for that, man. Anyway, I hope you all have a good evening.
Nice to hear from you guys. Lovely.
Love you all.
Stay tuned.
Bye, Mick.
Bye, Mick.
Double dyno to micro crimper.
Right, this is just a quick test. I'll do my test and you do your test, alright? So I go first, then you test.
I go first.
Ah, no! Hello?
Testing.
Peter's testing right now. Dan, do you want to do
testing.
your test? Your
Yeah,
tests
you're
are
so
always,
bad, aren't they?
your
tests are so bad.
always the worst.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you never
Yeah,
say
no,
enough. I always go testing, and you go.
Yeah.
You always go. I was like, how is that a good test?
Test. Nice coffee.